Hey guys, so good morning. I hope you are having a lovely day so far. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, basically I post vlogs, devotional videos, covers of worship songs, just really spontaneous stuff like that. Sometimes get ready with me's. But I just wanted to say good morning. I know my hair looks super crazy because I just got up, but yeah, I'm about to head into the kitchen and make some Teff porridge, and I'll take you guys along with me as I do that. Teff porridge is so awesome. I actually was vegan for about a year, and Teff porridge is kind of like malto-meal or cream of wheat, but it has a lot more nutritional value, and it also can be made vegan. So I usually make mine with like almond milk as opposed to regular milk. Anyways, it's super good, and I will show you guys how I make it. Hey guys, okay, so this is Teff. As you can tell, it's like kind of seedy. I don't know if you can see it. It's like little circles. It kind of looks like miniature quinoa. Anyways, I'll show you how I make this into a porridge. Okay, so starting off, I add the Teff into the Instant Pot. And I'm doing about 1 cup of Teff. So this is a 1/2 cup measurement, and I'm putting in a full cup of Teff porridge. Yeah, and I ended up using up like all the rest of my Teff, so I'm gonna have to order more on Amazon. I can leave in the comments below or not in the comments, sorry. I can leave in the description below what Teff I use. And then I'm getting some water again because I'm using a 1/2 cup measurement. It's going to take me a hot second to get all the water into my Instant Pot, but I end up doing 3 cups of water. So for every cup of Teff that you use, you'll want to do 3 cups of water. So that's what I'm doing right here. And as you can see, every time I go over there, I do have an Instant Potter sticker on my Instant Pot because I'm nerdy like that. Hashtag Ravenclaw for life. But yep, so there's 1.5 cups, I think. Alright, so I got my Instant Pot turned on and the lid on there, and we are going to set it to manual cook for 5 minutes. It'll probably take a little over 5 minutes to cook because it does have to heat up, but we're going to want to do manual pressure cook for 5 minutes on the Teff porridge with the Teff and water in there. Okay guys, so while that's cooking, I'm going to go on ahead and clean up my room a little bit. So cute. He's sleeping. Fun fact about sponges, of all things, while I'm making my bed. Sponges only have one predator in the ocean, sea turtles, and they're not particularly nutritionally rich, so no one really knows why sea turtles eat sponges. But there you have it. Fun fact about sponges. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Okay, my bed is all made, and now I'm gonna go and do some laundry while I'm waiting for my Teff porridge to cook. It typically takes around like 10 minutes. I hit 5 on the Instant Pot, but then it has to warm up, so the washing machine is not entirely empty. There's like one of my uncle's things, I think, in it, but we're just gonna take it, set it down, and toss my clothes in there because I have a lot of clothes that need to be washed. I went camping the other weekend, and I don't know if I've actually done my laundry since then. All right, and start. Alright, so now that I've done my laundry and I've cleaned my room while I was waiting on my Teff porridge, which by the way still has 4 minutes left on it, I'm going to go on ahead and do some dishes. Alright, so while I'm doing the dishes, I'll read you some fun facts about gastropods. Gastropods are snails and slugs. They have a head with a well-developed mouth and a radula for feeding. A radula is a tooth-like structure. The mouth connects to a cavity extended to the anus, and they have gills for gas exchange, although land gastropods have developed lungs. They also have well-developed gonads, a neuroganglion, and at their head, and a nervous system. Gastropods are coelomates, and the outer body consists of a mantle. In many gastropods, the mantle tissues secrete external skeletons of calcium carbonate, which forms their shells. So yeah, some gastropods eat algae, but others are predators, and terrestrial slugs and snails feed on algae. Yes, and like I said, terrestrial gastropods, they have lungs and not gills. So there's some more fun facts from my notes today. I hope you're enjoying these random biological facts. Okay, and our Teff porridge is all done, so I'm just grabbing a spatula, and I'll show you guys. Alright, so I'm just mixing up the Teff porridge. When you first open it, it'll be a little gunky and you have to kind of mix the water into it. And then after that, you mix in the almond milk. And I do apologize, the camera's getting a little bit steamy. Alright, so here's my Kirkland Costco organic almond milk. It's vanilla flavor. And I'm adding about a half cup of the almond milk to my Teff porridge. And then I will go on ahead and mix that in. So I'm going to go on ahead and add some chopped walnuts and some agave syrup to my Teff porridge. You can add any number of things. I know a lot of people that like to eat Teff porridge with bananas and dates. Walnuts and agave are my go-to, but you're welcome to add whatever you'd like to yours. Again, it's so yummy. Hey guys, so as you can tell, I got showered and all cleaned up. My Teff porridge was amazing. If you guys haven't had it before, you should definitely try it. But today I'm going to be pretty busy. I'll try and vlog some footage later, but right now I'm doing my devotional, and so I thought I would just go through it with you guys. So today we're going to be in James verses 1 through let's see, 7. Okay, so James verses 1 through 7, chapter 1. So I'm going to read it out loud to you guys. After I sneeze. One second. That's real life right there. Okay, so James chapter 1 verses 1 through 7. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work in you so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave in the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all that they do. So, a couple of points that I want to pull out of here. First of all, when it's talking about trials and temptations, just some things that I jotted down in my Bible. First of all, maturity is the goal, and trials is how you get there. So you're never going to grow or become more mature unless God takes you through trials and you allow Him to produce perseverance in you and produce character traits that you didn't have before. So you have to allow Him to do that, because it is completely possible, in my opinion, to go through a trial and rely on yourself and come out not that different of a person and just have like a really hard heart towards the trial. But if instead of having a hard and angry and bitter heart towards what you're going through, you consider it a privilege and joyful that you're getting to go through that trial, then you're allowing God to do work in your heart. So trials gift us in character if you let them. You have to open up your heart to see and allow God to do his work in you in that circumstance. Also, circumstances come and go, but the wealth of salvation never passes through seasons. It's consistent. I think that's in reference to something else though. So, but if you want to grow as a person and grow in your faith and your relationship with God, I would actually encourage you to pray for trials. I know that's a scary thing, like be careful what you pray for or whatever, but honestly, if you pray for trials, then, you know, God's gonna give you trials, and when you come through those on the other side, if you allow him to work in you and open your eyes during the process and kind of mold you through those trials and refine you like gold, then you'll come out of it a more wholesome person with like better character traits and stuff like that. So when I talk about refining you like gold, there's this process that gold goes through, and they melt it down and they allow the impurities to rise up, and then they scrape off the impurities, and then it solidifies, and then they do it again. So kind of like that with trials, you are being melted down, you're being refined, but the impurities in you, they'll rise up, and if you let God, then he'll scrape them off the top. So for me, I know that I've been going through a lot of financial struggles recently, but if I allow God to refine me through the process, then I can develop self-control out of this trial. And so submitting that to God and just placing everything at the foot of the cross and be like, okay, I know you can get me through this. Teach me how to be better through this trial. Then I can come out of it a little bit stronger in that part of the fruit of the Spirit, because God is working in my heart and in my life and helping to mold me into a more self-controlled and patient person. Also, it says in verse 1 or chapter 1 verse 6, but when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave in the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. And then it goes on to say that person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all that they do. So doubt leads to instability. So if you're really unstable in your faith, there's probably a lot of doubt, not in like your salvation or anything like that. Like, I'm not saying you have doubt in that. I'm saying maybe you have a lot of insecurities and you doubt that God could love you as much as he truly does, or you doubt that God would want to provide for you, but he is good. He is a good gift giver, and his character doesn't change because of your character. His character is consistent in who he is, and so you can have faith and rest in the fact that God will always want to be a good gift giver. He will always want to be a good father to you. He will always want to just love you and be in relationship with you. And so don't let your doubts and insecurities cause you to have like a wobbliness and a falteriness in your relationship with God, because he loves you despite your doubts, and you can give those up to him and he can make you stronger in it. And there's such a beautiful, indescribable sort of feeling when you just have like faith and you take that leap of faith and trust in him in the things that you don't understand, because he's infinite and he's all-knowing, and we're never going to be able to fully understand God. But when you rely on him and trust in him that he's sufficient in the things that you don't understand, then those are just beautiful moments of growth and connectedness with God that you can experience. So yeah, I would just say from verses 1 through 7 that doubt leads to insecurity, and just trust God that he is good, that he is unchanging despite who you are. He still loves you. He still died for you on the cross, and that's never going to change. And also, pray for trials. Trials are good things. Trials are how we grow as people. Trials are how God refines us and develops new character traits in us, and restores us more and more to the image of what we were created to be. It's how he refines us and takes some of those sinful habits and scrapes them off the top of us like gold. So I would just encourage you guys in that, and I will see you guys later, and I pray that this really impacted you. and that some of the words that I spoke or some of the words that you heard from the reading today were able to hit your heart, and that God was able to speak to you through that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I have my last journey group tonight, my last Bible study that I lead. We're gonna go bowling as like a celebration sort of thing, so we'll see if I can get some footage of that. And I'm considering stopping by work. I also have some family and marital relations homework that I need to do, so we'll see. It's gonna be a busy day, but anyways, thank you for joining me for my devotional, and for tagging along with me through the morning so far. I'll see you guys later. Alright, so I'm actually thinking that this vlog could get pretty long if I were to vlog like my whole day, since I already showed you guys my morning routine of when I first woke up. So we're probably going to end this vlog here, but I'll see you guys later, and I might still get some footage of this evening and then just like add it on to my vlog tomorrow. So yeah, have a lovely day, and thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified as soon as they come out. And again, if you have anything that you'd like me to talk about, any subjects, any particular parts of the Bible, if you have like a music, like a song that you would want me to do a cover of, just let me know. Leave it down in the comments below, and thank you so much for joining us. All right, have a good day. Bye.